ba sa akin, Oyelle?
Hindi ko nga din alam, love. Char! Ewan ko, biglang nag-end. Tapos nakita ko dun sa kasama ko, nanonood pala siya. Sabi niya, huy, nagsasalita siya, tapos wala ka na. Sabi ko, oh my God, ano talaga?
Akala ko kinat mo dahil ayaw mo yung sagot ko eh.
Hindi, nakat lang talaga. So, nasa na ka tayong part? Ano ba yung topic natin? It's about, nandun na tayo sa
Ay, sorry,
pageant.
yung kwarto ko, pinakita ko. Wala naman yan. Puro mga podcast equipment lang naman.
Nandun tayo sa part na yung what if malift na ulit yung ECQ, yung lockdown, maging okay ulit sa lahat. Ano yung kailangan taglayin ng isang, o may nabivision ka na ba na isang girl na dapat mag-represent ng Philippines sa Miss World 2020?
If I'm gonna be completely honest, hindi ako updated sa pageants ngayon.
I know, right?
I don't know
right?
who's joining, like who are the front runners, and I'm sorry, it's not a year of me being updated. I think a couple of years ago I was pretty updated, but I mentioned in Tim's podcast, which Pia and I guested in, na ang kilala ko lang sa ngayon si Eliza, kasi friend ko si Eliza. And I'm updated with her because I follow her and we're friends. So, siya lang yung kilala ko. But I know that she's in the run for Miss Universe Philippines. So, good luck, love.
So,
anyways, going back to your question, I guess it's more of a quality, I guess. Somebody that will fight no matter what. Like, kahit na ano itapon sa kanya, ipupush niya pa rin. Because it's difficult. Like, joining pageants is very difficult. And it takes a toll on you emotionally, physically, mentally. And it's something that I had to build also. Because generally, I'm not a confident person. Like, that's something that I had to build throughout the years. And something that I learned from the people around me. Like, I learned that from my husband, Mikael. Like, he's a very confident person. So I learned to build that with his guidance and through him. So you don't necessarily have to be that confident of a person, but you just need to know na no matter what, you're gonna push through any hurdles that people throw at you. No matter what people say about you, hindi mo papansinin yun unless you take it constructively. So it's really mindset. Have a good mindset when you get into pageants, because at the end of the day, that's what really counts. No matter how beautiful or talented or great you are in a pageant, it's really the mindset that you need at the end of the day.
So, ayan guys, if add ko lang kasi yung ang na-watch ko yung behind the scene, I don't know, yung mga comments ng relatives and friends mo, sa'yo and Mikael, yung ano yung pinaka-ayaw ko kay Megan, ano yung pinaka-gusto ko kay Megan, yung ayaw ko kay Mikael, ano yung pinaka-gusto ko kay Mikael.
Yeah.
May comment kasi doon sila, yung, I don't know kung best friend mo yata siya or what, sinabi niya na mas worthy si Megan for having Mikael during her journey sa Miss World Philippines and sa Miss World. Kasi si Mikael daw yung isa sa taga-push kay Megan to do this, do that, like, you can do it. Parang gano'n.
Yeah.
Siya yung pinakang naging sandalan ni Megan para talagang ma-push niya hanggang sa limit niya. I mean, hanggang sa makuha niya yung blue crown. Like, si Megan daw kasi
He was
tipong hindi gaano ka-confident sa sarili.
Hindi talaga. Like, I always second guess myself. Like, lagi ko iniisip, oh, I'm probably not good enough, or she's more beautiful, or mas siya yung karapat-dapat, dapat yata hindi ako yung nandito. So I would always second guess myself. And Mikael was really the one that always told me na, you have what it takes, but it's up to you to use the qualities that you have para maabot mo yun. And it even came to the point where, while I was in the competition, he was like, did you promote yourself for the voting? As in, siya yung nagsabi sa akin, nag-message ka ba sa mga kaibigan mo influential? Kahit na di kayo close, i-message mo, sabihin mo, i-post nila yan. Because what do you want at the end of the day? What if, like, let's say, we don't want this to happen, but what if hindi ka makapasok sa top 10? Your chance is through voting. And we always want to see the different factors that will get you in there. So he was always reminding me na you have to like see different avenues. You can't just have like one direction in thinking of how to win the pageant. Like you have to think of the different ways. And he was really there pushing me and really guiding me and giving me that confidence to really go through with all of this.
Diba? Kaya nga naisip ko, love, aside from having a pretty face, the intelligence, and the talent, siguro ang kailangan din talaga ng isang girl is yung mga taong magpupush sa kanila para gawin
In a positive way, ha?
Diba? Yeah.
Positive way. Because there are some girls that I know that do have a support group around them, but it comes to a point where these people become toxic. And that's a reality that some people don't realize. Like, there are toxic people around some girls, and it's hard because some of them, walang matatakbuhan na iba, because these are people that help them when they had nothing or when they didn't know what to do. So mahirap. Mahirap para sa mga pageant girls talaga because there are always two sides to a story. And make sure that when you join pageants, you have people that bring out the best in you. That's the number one thing. Bring out the best in you. They give you constructive criticism. They don't just criticize you for anything.
Not the toxic one.
Yeah, you need positive energy definitely because it's a lot of stress joining pageants, and you need good forces around you talaga.
So ayan. Kaya guys, kailangan yung makahanap ng isang Mikael sa buhay nyo. Char!
Hindi lang naman Mikael, ito naman. Madami na naman ako friends, like sina Bessie.
Maganda ka na, matalino ka pa. Maganda ka na, matalino ka pa, talented ka pa, may Mikael ka pa. O, di ba sabi nung kasama ko sa bahay, sana all may ganyang.
Charot-charot.
Nakikinig kasi siya. So, ayan, wala lang, nakakatuwa lang talagang malaman na sa every battle na hinaharap natin sa buhay is may mga taong nandyan na sumusuporta sa atin and always, keep them.
Yeah,
Keep them talaga. Pero yung mga toxic na tao, kick them. Not
literal
kick
ba?
them. Yeah.
Sinisipa mo yata, friend.
Char lang, guys. Love, let's proceed sa next question.
Okay.
Medyo, alam kong maiintriga ang madlang people dito, but it's not about you, it's about someone. Sabi niya, it's from Jeffrey Mundo. Do you see Atisa Manalo as our second Miss World?
Hey, why not? I mean, honestly, for me, why not, diba? I think whatever she wants to do, go for it. Because ako, whatever a girl who wants to join a pageant wants, kailangan na sa kanila. So if that's what she wants, then I'm all for it. And that goes for any other girl that joins Miss World Philippines. Kasi anyone can be Miss World. And you just need, there are so many factors that we discussed kanina. Like it's luck, it's timing, you know, a lot of factors play in it. But hey, why not, diba? Like, I would love to have her as my sister, diba? I mean, she already is my sister anyways, in pageants. But it would be nice to have, like, a next Miss World with somebody that I know. Kung hindi man, another Filipino, diba? It would be nice to have another Filipino Miss World.
Whew. Praying, fingers crossed, so looking forward.
Sana soon, diba? Sana
soon talaga. Sana soon, very soon talaga. Like, uhaw na naman ang Philippines sa Miss World. Pero sinasabi ko talaga sa mga followers ko na nagiging nega na. So, hindi talaga araw-araw or every year is Pasko para sa Philippines to bring home that blue crown of Miss World.
Yeah.
Like, hindi naman every year dapat Philippines lang lagi ang mananalo. Like, give way, I mean, give chance to others, though deserving yung girls natin. Pero hindi kasi sa atin, hindi tayo yung may hawak nun chance nila for the blue crown eh. Kasi kung tayo
Yeah.
man yung masusunod, kukurunahan at kukurunahan natin every year yung Filipina. Pero, ayun nga, nagjo-join lang din tayo sa pageant. So, ayun, let's be positive na lang and let's support our girls no matter what. Ayun.
Yeah, I think the girls naman, like, ako, well, I'm speaking for myself because I don't know how other girls feel or what their mindset is when they join pageants. But for me, when I did Miss World, my mindset was already like, I'm here. Like, this is such an amazing experience. And whether I win this or not, the fact that I went to Bali, to another country, just to compete for a crown is already such an amazing thing. And nung nag-top 5 nga kami even, sabi ko, top 5 na ako, masaya na ako. Handa na ako. Manalo matalo, handa na ako. Masaya na ako. I brought honor to the Philippines no matter what. Yun na yung naging mindset ko nun.
So, guys, support lang every year. Hindi araw-araw ay Pasko. So, ayun, love. Let's proceed sa next question. Kasi may ilang pa ba to? Siguro mga 6 questions pa.
Go.
Na-intriga lang din ako dito sa tanong na to. Ang sabi ni Itse, bakit hindi daw po natuloy ang proposal? Ba't hindi natuloy yung proposal na dito ganapin ang Miss World 2014? I don't know.
I think it was, I'm not entirely sure kasi nag-present lang naman kami. And when you present, syempre it's either a yes or a no anyways. But I think at that time, they had different priorities for where they wanted to put their budget. A big factor was that it needed to be supported by private companies also. Like the tourism had other plans, definitely. So yun. So I guess it was just a matter of finding people that wanted to financially support the pageant, and it just didn't happen. So yun lang. That's all I know. So I don't know anything about the business aspect of it because putting up a pageant is definitely a business. And there's a lot of money, a lot of negotiations involved in putting up an international pageant. It's not as easy as people think. There's a lot of business transactions nga that go along with it. So hindi lang madaling sabihin na tara next year dito tayo. It's like a year long of negotiations talaga.
It's a long discussion then with the organization and the private sectors and sponsors.
The government also, yeah.
Government, oo. So yun, okay. So, who knows? Maybe in the near future, kapag nagkaroon tayo ng second Philippines World, then...
Malay mo, di ba?
Diba? Woo! So, love, next question, ni Kylie nag-message. Thank you.
Hi, Kai.
Hi, Kylie. I love you. Si Kylie na pinaghanda. May, grabe, naloka ko kay Kylie kanina. Pinaghanda talaga ako ng bongga. Pinaghandaan talaga ako ng bongga. Pag nung live, nakaganon agad siya ng hair. Sabi ko,
Ganyan. Imagine ko.
Yeah.
Love ko yan. Alam ni Kylie, lagi ko siyang, I always tease her from time to time because I just love her little nuances. It's super cute. She's a very cute and funny personality.
I love Kylie. Love, ito yung next question. Though natanong ko na sa'yo to, pero sila gusto din kasi nilang malaman. Sabi ni Cheesy, what was the best part of being Miss World?
For me, the best part was, I think there's a couple of things that I'd like to say about this. One was the travel. I think my love for travel grew because of the trips that we would take during Miss World. I got to see a lot of different cultures. I got to see a lot of different places that I only imagined going to. So that was one thing that I really loved. Two was I got to meet a lot of people. I got to meet a lot of different personalities that I could really learn from and gain experience from because I feel like if I was just here doing like my regular job, I wouldn't be able to get out of that comfort zone and meet people with different experiences in life. So I've definitely learned a lot from them in terms of business, in terms of humanitarian work, and that's something that I will bring with me throughout the rest of my life. So I'm glad that I got to learn these things and I use them even up until this day.
So yun, guys. Kung nakikinig na naman kayo ng mabuti, may natutunan naman kayo kay Megan. So, love, kasi sa nakita ko, kasi ito yung side comment ko dun sa pagiging Miss World mo. Siguro, kung paano mo naipapakita yung, aside from having a crown, your crown. I mean, kung paano ka makaisa or makisama sa ibang lahi. Like what happened sa Haiti, love. I don't know, yung
Yeah.
story behind Haiti. Yung nag-collapse yung floor or what?
Yeah.
Paano ba yung love? Ano yung pinakang floor niya? As in, it's, plywood lang ba siya or what?
Ano siya eh, so parang makeshift lang yung parang area na yon. It's 2 floors, pero makeshift lang. So parang wala siya masyadong sturdy foundation. And we were a lot of people, definitely. A lot of, tall, heavier people. They're used to just having all the kids there. And I guess hindi kinayanan yung weight when we were on the second floor of this makeshift parang area. And nahulog kaming lahat. There was also like a big parang altar na malaki na yung isang kasama namin. Buti na lang nahawakan niya. And malaki siyang lalaki. So nahawakan niya. And underneath him, puro nandun yung mga bata. So super scary. He was able to get children out of harm. But honestly, at that moment, I didn't know what was happening. Like when something that scary happens to you, parang mabablanko ka talaga. And hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin mo. But one thing I knew was I was okay. I wasn't hurt. I made sure if people around me were hurt. And then the next thing that I did was take off the crown because, syempre, that has value to it. And I wanted to make sure that it was safe because it was my responsibility. And then we go back to helping out the people that needed the help. So scary talaga yung time na yun. And I was really traumatized from flying, actually. Like, I had trauma with turbulence. Up until now, I still have that trauma kasi andun yung parang nanginginig. Parang siyang earthquake, yung feeling nung nahulog kami. So, whenever there's like an earthquake here, I get really scared. And the trauma is still there, honestly. Heavy. Okay, move on.
So, ayun, yun nga, kagaya ng sinabi. Yeah, kagaya nga ng sinabi mo kanina, parang to be a beauty queen kasi kailangan prepared ka mentally, physically, like, I mean, lahat ng mga possible na pwedeng mangyari, I mean, dapat prepared ka sa lahat. And,
yeah.
Grabe, kinaya mo yun. Like, after that accident, like, humarap ka syempre sa trauma, na, paano yung love? Paano mo na-cope up yung bagay na yun? Yung nangyari?
Mahirap siya, honestly. Mahirap because that was one of the things na I didn't think I needed to be prepared for. Because at the back of my head, I'm just thinking na we're gonna travel, gagawin namin yung mga charity projects around the world. Pero hindi mo akalain na mapapasama ka sa isang aksidente. So, it's really being thankful for being safe is the number one thing. Number 2 is looking after the people around you. Kasi if you're safe, then other people might need your support. So, hinuli ko yung sarili ko. Kasi alam ko na I was very lucky to be in that position na walang nangyari sa akin. So, binigay ko yung effort ko sa mga tao sa paligid ko that needed help more. And then, it was only when I got back to the hotel na talagang binuhos ko talaga lahat ng luha. And I told Julia, I told like yung anak ni Julia, kasi he was wondering, hindi matutuloy yung trip namin. Talagang first day pa lang namin, cancel na yung trip. So sabi niya, saan mo gustong pumunta? Kasi we're gonna cancel for the trip for a while. Sabi ko gusto ko pumunta sa
That's
Kuwait.
your first trip, di ba? As Miss World?
Oo,
Yung sa
first trip
Haiti.
ko yon. First trip ko yon. And I went to visit my brother for a week or so maybe. And then, bumalik ako London. Kasi kailangan ko ng family and I needed to see my family at that time. I think, yeah. So, andun din yung mom ko. So, sabi ko, punta muna ako sa States. And then, I'll follow to London after. So, yun. Buti binigyan nila ako ng time to really ease my mind with family. Kasi sila talaga yung nakatulong sa akin to get, just ease off the trauma that I was feeling at that time.
So, ayun, kaya talagang kailangang prepared ka sa lahat ng bagay na pwedeng mangyari talaga. Grabe talaga. Wala lang, naalala ko lang kasi napasok natin dun sa part na yung best part ng pagiging Miss World, yung makilala mo yung culture and yung sa tradition ng iba. And ayun nga, naalala ko bigla yung what happened during the accident sa Haiti, during your trip sa Haiti. And wala, super bow down talaga kami sa'yo noon. Like, nag-push through ka pa din sa kung ano yung duties mo, yung duty mo, and yung responsibilities as Miss World, and go pa din. Like,
Thank you, love.
grabe. Sabi ko, tapang ni Megan. What if ako yung nandyan? Like, grabe. Like, sabi ko, kakayanin ko ba yun? Like, dun pa lang, napahanga mo na kaming mga Pinoy. Pero hindi na mga Pinoy, siguro mga ibang lahi, like, beauty queen, and napasama sa isang ganong accident. Like, thankful kay God. And na-save kayo lahat. So, ayun, next question.